I want to take a second, too, to rewind and go back to when we talked about Belly. Because when we talked about Belly, we talked about the tunnel. And there was a big conversation going on Instagram about, like, you know, what Jeff brought up. Are our memories of the tunnel overrated, underrated? What do you think? And people were talking about the security outside. They were talking about the one bathroom inside. They were talking about, like, the energy. They were talking about, like, you couldn't miss out. You had to be there. And Lenny S was all up in the comments. And what'd you say? The security was tougher than...
Security was literally tougher than TSA. Yeah. It's easier to get in the airport and the White House than it is into the tunnel.
Take your shoes off, all that shit. That's crazy.
It was real.
There was real weapons coming inside. That's why I actually appreciate you, motherfucker. Vin Diesel was one of the security.
Shouts to Vin.
One of the bouncers.
He actually was one of the bouncers there.
Shouts to Vin for looking out.
Yeah. Heard up.
Yeah. You know who used to work there too? If I'm not mistaken, Nicole, Khaled's wife. She used to work. Yeah, she used to work the door and stuff.
No kidding.
Like on a different level or with that team.
Yeah.
Because they had the tunnel, they had Limelight. They had a few venues, and Nicole used to work with.
That's what's up.
Who was the most random person you would run into at the tunnel?
Man, I don't know.
Artists?
It was what kind? What?
Who knows?
Anybody was
random.
there.
It seemed like if you was there, you belonged there.
Yeah.
Every week it was the same crowd?
No, different.
Different, but packed to capacity. You couldn't even tell the people. It was monsoon of people, bro.
Hell yeah.
You couldn't even move.
You know the tunnel was on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cold.
Nowhere to park. And dangerous. Tunnel was Speed was dangerous.
Yeah.
Remember Speed?
Speed was more dangerous than the tunnel.
It was crazy. Yeah. One way in, one way out. I would
Speed
never
was
go
more dangerous than the tunnel because it was smaller and it was more just gangsters.
You had to go up them steps. That was it.
And breathe is hot.
It was the back door right now that you think about it.
It shouldn't even been. It shouldn't have been close.
All burnt, right? Like say we all got
That's
killed.
a fact.
Oh my God, we didn't even care back then. That's why it's different.
Yeah,
Our generation is different.
Yeah,
We would all
It
burn.
was the back door, like to leave.
There
was no
The
back door.
degress.
Nah.
Degress, right? That's called the back door.
Yeah.
Degress. Where was that at? For the
None.
inspection, Speed.
We didn't really care about that stuff.
No,
when
we
was young.
didn't, dog.
When I was young, I went to the parties in the Bronx. If there was a shootout, we would just wait until it was over.
Yeah,
and then the lights went back off. No, like literally, and then they turned the music back on. But all right, we getting back to it.
Oh,
Nobody
my God.
cared. Like, you know, did somebody get shot? Is somebody, nah. It was just like,
sad,
when can
man.
we start partying?
But
again?
fun. How about when one
No
nigga start
music.
running at Grand Stone? Oh, shit. And them high styles? Yo, any one nigga start running, like, everybody start running.
start thinking about what to
Like,
do.
oh, shit. Like, they
Yeah.
just start running. Niggas used to
Never
do that shit on purpose.
Get on the wall, bro.
Yo, dog.
Best
The
thing is get
whole
on the
place
wall when
start
people do that.
Yo,
It was supposed to be like an X and Snoop concert back in the days at Trafalger Square. I went there with Big Al, Collie, Rod Lee, niggas like that.
Block.
One of them shits happened.
They
Riot. Somebody started. They
Start running.
fight, gun.
Yep.
Dog. I was running for my life.
It wasn't even done, probably.
Dog, no, this was real.
It was
Lou.
real?
It was so real now. When the people started running, it didn't even matter if something happened.
Yeah.
Right.
If you got
If
caught,
you hit the floor,
it's like horse.
man,
It's
dog.
like Clydesdale. Dog, look, me, I'm
don't hit the
holding
floor.
it for a while. I'm out. I tripped, Louch. All I did was I closed my eyes.
Yeah.
I thought I was dead after that.
Oh, my
Out
God.
of nowhere, Big Al, big coat with one hand.
One hand
caught
off
me
the
in
floor.
head. I didn't even hit the floor.
Yo.
Like a little puppy picked you up.
Yo, damn.
Oh, look, come on, nigga. My shit was
Don't hit the floor, huh? Niggas
I
start
would've hit
running.
the floor. You
Yeah.
would have never. I'd have been a
That's real.
floor mat.
Yep.
I'd have been an Allen carpet. I would have
Yo,
been
Remember we seen
fit.
that shit at Asbury when we was performing?
Asbury,
They
yep,
took
yep,
that
yep,
shit
they
down.
Broke the whole. They broke the
beach.
border of the beach.
They broke the beach border, bro. You looked at that shit just flood in and people just.
Hell yeah.
That shit was fucking crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
You got to be calm in those moments.
Yeah, when I was at Trafalgar Square, Tupac performed with the Legion, and I was at the Bronx, right? It was Showbiz and AG, the Legion, and Tupac was there. I had my camera too.
Yo.
And I couldn't get a picture. He was the promoter ain't pay him. It's like a classic promoter.
Yeah.
He was waiting to get
Janky
paid before, and he
promoter
was
type
screaming on everybody. He was yelling at the promoter, and it was a wrap.
Damn.
But I definitely was there.
Where the fuck is my father squared?
Trafalger.
It was in Queens.
Trafalger
Bond
Square.
Square.
You been there, Styles?
I think it was in
You been there?
Queens.
Styles ain't been in Trafalgar.
I've never been to my father's square. Never even heard of that shit, bro.
And all that. Where's this?
Trafalgar Square's in Queens,
It was
right?
in Queens,
Alright.
Queens.
I think we performed there before.
Probably did.
Did we?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
When I went there, it was before we was on.
Is that the shit they have right next to the projects right now? Like in the summer each time? Like this recently?
This
the
is an
past few
inside
years?
venue,
yeah,
not
it's
the
Oh,
inside.
no,
outside.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about the outside shit in
Yeah, it's
Queens.
inside.
That big
early
park. I
90s.
don't know what. I don't even know what part of Queens that shit.
Oh, you
is.
talking about that shit we did in the park?
Yeah, that shit.
Man, that ain't that. This shit is like a venue. Like
Yeah.
No, I
Old
never been to
famous
my
venue.
father's square.
my father's squares is sick.
Square.
Yo, that's shit that like no one does anymore. Like you're going from the Bronx down to Queens to go
Oh,
like
to a
take
club?
some Yonkers down to Queens.
Do
Like,
young people still do that?
no,
Go party?
no, not they're not going. Forever in a day to go
Going to
get there.
get fucking Lambo trucks
Yeah.
and Airbnb.
Yeah.
Talking about they-
Airbnb's good.
Yeah, they ain't going to
They
the
ain't-
tunnel. They
they
getting
ain't-
Lambo trucks in fucking Tulum.
Right. I get it.
Kiss, this was your pick. The wheel came around to you, and you said, "It's March. I want to do something March Madness related." And you chose?
like you call it like a basketball movie?
Yeah.
Beavers, baby.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Teen
Come
Wolf.
on, man.
It is, though. It is. Yeah.
Let's go,
Teen Wolf?
Beavers.
Teen
Yeah,
Wolf.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Beavers.
no, that's fine.
Teen
Classic.
Wolf. Yeah.
Classic.
The original.
You know they had Hoosiers and like stuffed basketball movies.
None of them-
But I like that you did
We
Teen
got
Wolf.
the rest of March.
None of them had a wolf.
basketball movie. I know that's why you picked it.
Yeah.
That was lit. That
Yeah.
was a lit correlation.
Did you see what he had to rock?
Yeah, no,
That's what I said he was going to.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
said he was going.
Right,
He was
absolutely.
getting buckets.
He was
on.
taking the ball from his own teammate.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yep. Alleys to himself.
He was
Nah,
going
fact.
to. Yo, his
All right,
game
Jeff,
was
what does
up.
Wikipedia have to say about Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf is a 1985 American coming-of-age comedy film directed by Rod Daniel. Michael J. Fox stars as the title character, a high school student whose ordinary life is changed when he discovers that he is a werewolf. James Hampton, Jerry Levine, and Susan Ursetti appear in supporting roles.
Styles, Kiss?
Boom.
White boy basketball team sucks.
Scott.
Scott, his game's trash. You got the homegirl Booth. She's on him. He ain't on her.
Homeboy style.
His homeboy Styles. You know what I mean? So they chilling. He's on this white girl, but she ain't on him. She don't even recognize him. He's nowhere in life. So basically, his life really sucks. He's chilling every day. He's on a
Or the school, at the school hardware store with his dad.
Yup.
It's regular. He
He's
got
regular.
no. His life is dead.
His
No
life-
motion.
Yeah, he got no motion. Now he's starting to itch, getting scratches, growing shit on his chest. He don't know what's really happening with him. He think he's going through some changes.
Went to the school party. He
went to the-
school party. He went to the closet with Booth and ripped it back.
cut it back. It started when he found the shit on his chest.
Yeah, the
when
crazy
he on the
hair.
bench.
Yeah.
He's on the bench. You
Yeah.
can see the little deals. Then he got horny with Booth for 2 minutes in the closet, scraped it back. So basically, he turned to a wolf. He was going through some shit, but he owned it. Instead of being scared the wolf, he fucking owned being the wolf.
That's when he was
And
lit.
Now
His
he
regular
became
self
lit.
wasn't lit.
Yeah.
The wolf was lit.
Now he had the NBA fucking his game turned to NBA games. He was scoring in the closet. The whole school was on him. He was lit, but then he got a little too obnoxious being a wolf. You know what I mean? The principal was against him. He started scoring
They
too
accepted
much,
that nigga
not
too,
treating
right?
his
As a
man's
wolf.
right. You know what I mean?
I can't drink from your
shit.
fucking water fountain, but he
Yeah.
could be a wolf.
Yo.
Like I can't. I gotta get in the yo, Joe. I can't drink from your water fountain. He could be a wolf.
I gotta get in the back of the bus.
Yeah, I got
Wolf in the back.
Basically, he learned some people was overusing the wolf. Some people was using him for his wolfness. So he settled himself, humbled back down. Went non-wolf for a while, because the chick dissed him. He thought she was gonna be his boo.
The
She was
chick
like,
that he
"Nah."
liked,
Yeah.
the wolf. The
Yeah,
chick
she
that
liked the
he,
wolf,
the
not
chick
him.
that he didn't liked it is regular him.
Yeah, so he was caught in
Wolf
the
liked
mix.
it him. The blonde-head chick liked it the wolf.
So at the end of the day, he unwolfed, won the chip, and won. But we must say, there was a lot of bestiality in it.
Yo.
This movie was fucking out of pocket, to say the least.
Yo,
Holy fucking shit. It's bestiality, poor and young. I'm gonna tell you something else I was offended by. Let me tell you something, man. They always paint this. This is 1985, right?
Yeah.
White kids in high school, they were smoking, drinking, partying, doing all kind of shit. And then they always, when we fucking do it, it's a problem, man. That shit pissed me off. Like
They named the
That
one
high
black
school
kid
was
on the team
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Yo, that was crazy.
How the fuck is his name Lemonade?
And then he see them in the hallway hit the backspin. The other black kid hit a windmill when he see the black dude.
Bullshit.
Yo, man. It was a good movie, but it was fun. Looking back on that
He
shit,
named him Lemonade.
that shit was wild.
And what's the moral of the story?
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Own that shit.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Everybody
And
else
know
is
when
taken.
to know when to wolf out, know when to not wolf out.